The fellas are back for our season 1 review of the Mighty Nein in its entirety, and we've got Carson with us this time. Uh,
Hi,
Hello.
Carson.
yeah, he wasn't in any of our
Yeah,
reactions, but he did watch the entire show, so he'll be
I
more
did.
he'll have more insight than Ryan. So let's have him.
yeah,
He'll
which
probably have
isn't
more
hard.
insight than all of us, honestly,
Yeah,
considering we all sort of just joked around the entire time.
yeah, that's true.
You also remember Carson from our Rudolph video. Go watch that video right
Nobody
now.
watched that video.
Yeah, fuck you. Merry Christmas.
Okay, so don't know how long this video is going to be, so just to get the important stuff out of the way, right at the beginning here, we're going to give our ranking of all 7 characters. We're going to say what we give the show out of 10, and then just a couple of sentences what we thought overall. Everybody good? And then once that's
Yeah.
done, you can just leave, because this video might be an hour for all I know. Okay, so I'll go first. Loved it. Easily my favorite show of 2025. Probably more than show. Probably just TV shows and movies together. It was my favorite of just 2025. Fucking loved all of it. Um, I do feel very bad about this, but I do give it a 9 out of 10, and that's 9 NINE, unfortunately. And
Ew.
ranking the members of the 9 from least favorite to most favorite. Uh, no surprise to anybody, Bo is at the bottom, and then Caleb, then Ford, then Jester, then Not, then Yasha, and then Molly. And if you want to know my reasons for putting them where I put them, we'll probably get into that during the more in-depth discussion afterwards, but those are my basic thoughts, and who wants to go next?
You just gotta make sure, like, hey, stay tuned.
Yeah.
He's just like, my least favorite character is Molly. And that's how you keep him for the entire video, because you've loved Molly consistently.
Yeah.
You wanna go next, Phil?
Sure, why not?
Oh, no, I don't.
No, fuck you.
No, get away from me.
Just leaves the call. No, fuck you.
So, as someone who hasn't actually seen the campaign itself, I thought the show was great. I think it's a step up for sure from Vox Machina in terms of story, scope, animation quality, humor timing. The art style is more refined. I think it was overall just a complete upgrade. I'd probably give it a 9 too. I think Vox Machina was more of like an 8 or an 8.5. Yeah, maybe even a 7.5. But I don't really have too much to critique about it. I mean, the animation was great. The characters were great besides Bo.
Yeah.
I guess if I were to rank my characters, let me pull them up here. Pull up the characters a little bit on my side tab. All right, bottom of the list is Bo at the moment.
Shocker.
Yeah, big
Wow.
shocker. Second, probably Yasha. No, not Yasha. I'd probably put Ford after Bo. After that, I would go to Caleb, and then Molly, and then Jester, and then Not at the top.
Not at the top. Nice.
All right.
I do really like Not,
Yeah, I like Not too.
I do like
and I'll
that,
explain
too.
why later in the video.
Stay tuned. All right.
Oh.
Michael, hit it.
Okay. So I would probably give this like an 8.5 or 9 out of 10 just because like why I think I really liked it all the way through, and I think it was a stronger season in terms of characters than the first season of Vox Machina. I just think I was just a little let down that they ended the season on a cliffhanger. But So yeah, probably like 9 out of 10, just because I love the world building, and I felt like this world felt very like unique and more. So Matt Mercer kind of like just wanted to but like give a more unique spin into D&D. And in terms of character rankings, I say from like least to most favorite, and like in terms of which characters I found the most compelling, I think on the bottom I would say Yasha, just because she wasn't in it that much, so
That's
it's
fair.
harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then next is Bo, just because like I think I like Bo more than all of you, but I still think her. I just think compared to the others, she's like my probably just not as interested as I am in the other ones. Then after Bo, I'd say maybe Ford, and then actually no, not Ford. I would say Molly, and then Ford and Jester, and then Knott and Caleb at the top. Because I really liked Caleb's. I feel like the season really focused on Caleb specifically, but also like getting into the other characters.
He was
Um,
definitely like portrayed as like the Caleb show.
yeah,
Well, yeah, they gave him the most exposure in this season for sure.
I feel
Yeah.
like they did a better Actually, you know what? We'll save this for the in-depth discussion.
yeah.
Carson, your go.
All right, I give it an 8.7. Like I really enjoyed it. I think it's great. I think it looks great. The story is great. Voice acting is obviously awesome. But like, I don't know. I feel like it will grow and become like, 9.5 to who knows what. But yeah, I thought it was great. So I give it an 8.7. My 7 names are Yasha, least favorite, just because she hasn't shown up really. She did a bit, but she wasn't really in the season much. Bo was cool, but they didn't really do too much with her this season. Like they showed her personality, but they didn't really go in depth. So I think they'll do more with her in the future. Then probably Molly. Molly's cool, right? He's cool, but I still keep him a bit lower than like, people like Not, who I put just above him. She's funny, interesting. I just like her character. And then I would do Ford. I know you guys think maybe Ford's kind of boring, but for some reason I like him. I like his like backstory, the pirate ship, all that, and especially like the Elder God aspect or whatever it is, the Cthulhu monster in the bottom. So that's pretty cool. And then I'll go with Jester because I just really like her. She's an adorable character. She's funny. And I also find the Traveler interesting because, like, I don't know, he seems kind of like devious, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I trust him, but yeah. And then Caleb is my most favorite character, but not because like I like him, mainly because I find him the most interesting. I think he's kind of a piece of shit, and he would agree with me, I'm sure, if I asked him. But aside from that, yeah.
I
Okay.
guess I didn't really rank the Traveler in my list.
I mean, none of us
Yeah.
did. He just sort of
Traveler,
he's just sort of packaged
Traveler's
with
like, yeah.
Jester.
I think I'd put him between Bo and Yasha because
I
he was there
I don't
for
even
a
I don't
total of
even
a
rank
minute.
him.
yeah, I put him between Bo and Caleb. He'd be my
He's
second
he's
favorite. I mean, second
he's part
least
of the
favorite.
Central Seven.
I
Yeah.
did find something out though. Apparently, I've heard he's also kind of linked to Vox, Machina.
Oh,
He made a cameo in Vox Machina.
Okay, that's cool.
well, those are our rankings of the show and all the characters, and if that's all you cared about, then fuck off now. But now we're gonna
It's
do our
aggressive.
far less structured, just whatever pops into our head, we're gonna talk about and have a more in-depth conversation. So if
I
that's all
guess
you
we kind
cared
of could
about,
go by like episodes or something.
yeah, we could. I don't really care, but if
I
that's
don't
all
really
you cared
care.
about, then thanks for watching. See you in the next video.
Watch
Okay.
Cyber 6.
Yeah, watch our Cyber 6 reactions, please. It's a really good
Please,
show.
yeah.
Please.
We need the
That-
views.
That show confused me as a child.
Yeah, it made me.
I feel like that show would confuse anybody as a child.
It made me
It came on
disappointed
late at
when
night.
I was a kid because I wasn't a girl. Because I couldn't be Cyber 6 when I grew up.
You can still be Cyber 6, Jake. You just gotta believe in yourself.
I don't believe in anything.
And to
Well,
have
I
a
get
cape
the
about
fucking
3
point,
times
though.
your body length.
And I have a panther.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. You're kind of fucked.
Okay, Mighty Nein. Yeah, let's go a bit more in depth on the characters. I'm just gonna start at the bottom with Bo. I was thinking yesterday, I don't actually dislike Bo. She's just my least favorite. There are definitely
no,
things
Yeah, I
about her
agree
that
with
I
that.
do like.
Like, I know
It's
we were
literally-
cynical with her and like, making fun of the way she acted. I think it's just fun to go against how standoffish she has been through the entire season.
Mm-hmm. And
I just think Bo's. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
it's just that she's standoffish, but there was one tiny scene when they were in the swamp tracking the toad where she was like self-aware and she was like getting mad at herself. She's like, "Oh, you fucking idiot. You messed everything up." So she knows she's doing it and she doesn't want to. That's just who she is. And I think
Yeah.
that's pretty interesting.
It's sort of like the
Mhm.
mental hurdles that she'll have to get over in order
Yeah.
to see change in herself.
Yeah.
Character flaws, right? Yeah.
And it's
Yeah, it's
just
almost like
Yeah.
having a flawed character is a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Of
And
course,
it's
it
also
always is
okay
because you
to
can build
dislike
from
that.
that. Yeah.
yeah, it's sort
With
of
a
feel
flawed
like-
character, you're able to get somewhere new. You're
Yeah.
able to change them and grow
Like, just
them.
because a character does something stupid doesn't necessarily mean they're a stupid character.
yeah,
But
it's
sometimes it does.
It can be very woven into who they are.
it's a bit like Heather from Total Drama Island. She's a complete bitch and you're supposed to hate her. And it works perfectly. I don't know if you're supposed to agree with Bo the whole season. I think you're supposed to be like, you're abrasive. That was a really stupid thing to do. Please don't do that
Mhm.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
like-
I think I think from the beginning, like Bo had was the one character who was who had the best intentions. Like this, she was the one who was trying to investigate Trent Ickathon and help the Cobalt Soul.
Yeah, she actually
Yeah.
wants to do good.
Yeah, and all the other ones are kind of just are either not sure what their motivations are yet, or are just or have selfish kind of means. But yeah, I thought Bo was cool, but I think monks are pretty cool. But I feel like her brashness and her hot-headedness is all to mask her own insecurities. And
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I really like the scene in episode 7 where she gets kind of really humbled and when she hangs out with Ford and Ford kind of tells her, because she's just beating herself up and thinking she messed everything up, and he's like, you both think that you're shit and you're the shit, and I think that kind of sums up her character the
that was-
most.
Yeah.
That was a good line. That was
Yeah.
a very good line.
You see, I don't remember exactly which episode it was in, but when Bo was antagonizing what's her name along with Caleb, and they started, things started getting tense between the two of them because
Oh, when
Caleb
they
was
were
hiding shit and Bo
episode
was.
5.
You can't even really fault Bo for jeopardizing that whole thing because she has every right to feel that way.
Yeah, but I mean,
Well,
Caleb.
it's a little at the time and place.
Yeah, you probably should have, talked to him about this when there wasn't somebody right there who clearly wants to kill both of them, but
Yeah.
she's focusing on Caleb the whole time. Yeah, that's one of the.
Yeah.
It was
Like,
really.
yeah, she definitely could have brought it up sort of with the group more so.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But at the same time, maybe she thought, I don't know.
Well,
I still
Did she
think
fully
that,
trust
maybe
everyone
she
at that point?
No,
She
I don't
definitely
think
didn't
so.
trust
Exactly.
him.
So why would she really confide in the group? She was still kind of suspicious and in it for herself at that point, right?
Well, see, that's why I think that she was a little more justified in that situation because
Yeah.
She was distrusting of all of them, and then she's also finding out that Caleb was with them.
I mean,
Yeah, the fact that Caleb
it makes
was one of
logical
them.
sense for
And
her character to do it.
also, Caleb was like straight up torturing that of the halfling, and she was like, "Okay, maybe tone it down a bit."
Yeah.
But
he-
she did.
Here's the thing.
Ye-
Every
Maybe
fucking
tone
hell.
down the burning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that yeah, Bo was completely well, not completely, but understandable why she was like very suspicious of Caleb and sort of focusing on him at the time. Mainly because the little girl, I don't remember, she's not a little girl, she's a halfling.
Halfling.
I don't remember her name, but
Oh, I think Oelia.
yeah, because she was, chained up, didn't have any of her magic. Bo figured, like, she had her, I guess. She didn't need to focus on her. But, yeah,
She forgot about psych damage.
yeah, you can understand why Bo was like that. We're just shit talkers. And we're making fun of her in that video because we think it's funny, not because we disagree with her.
Yeah, I mean,
we like to run our mouth.
Yeah, it's
see, that's the thing is like there could be very serious moments happening on screen, and we just won't acknowledge it because we're busy reacting to the show for one, but also each other.
yeah, we're not really. I mean, we're watching the show, but not really. Okay, I do.
Yeah, episode to episode, we're more reactionary than anything.
Yeah, we're not doing in-depth analysis. Analyses is maybe a word. We save that for this.
Yeah, we just kind of like enjoy our time with it.
Which I'm just
I
going
can
to.
understand how that can be frustrating, but that's that's how we do it.
I'm just going to explain this here and now. Episode 5, people think we didn't take it seriously, and that's very understandable, but I do feel like I should explain why we didn't. Carson, I don't know if you know this, everybody was kind of pissed at us in that episode because we weren't crying and because we weren't shocked at the revelation
really?
that Caleb killed his parents. Yeah, and the
That was-
reason
Yeah.
the reason that was, at least for me, was because I watched the campaign, so I knew this was coming fucking years ago. But
yeah.
the reason that Phil and Michael didn't react was because we were learning that when we watch the episode for the first time when we're recording, we can't hear shit. So we decided to pre-watch that episode. So Phil and Michael knew what was happening before we actually reacted to the episode. So they
Oh, really?
so they knew it was coming, and Ryan was also making jokes and didn't react because he didn't really give a fuck and he has no idea what this show is about.
I'm pretty sure I did take it a little more seriously, didn't I?
I think-
Yeah, you and Michael both said this is seriously a fucked up scene. This is really messed up. But I
Yeah.
guess people
That's like
were.
the moment where the show is like, damn.
I guess people
That-
were furiously typing on their keyboards too loudly to hear you actually compliment the
Maybe.
show.
I don't know. The problem with me is that I'm just not super reactionary to emotional stuff.
Yeah, me neither.
Like I'll acknowledge how fucked up something is, especially watching Caleb trap in and then burn his family alive because of indoctrination.
Yeah.
But I won't like I'm not gonna like sit in silence for a long time and then be like, I can't deal with this. Like
I gotta walk away.
I saw it happen, I acknowledged it, and I was like, holy fuck, that's fucked up. And then I moved on.
Yeah.
Just because at the end of the day, it is a show.
Yeah.
And I am invested. It's just I don't really emote
Yeah.
all that much.
It's not that you don't care.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I cared. I thought that was crazy.
It's
I thought
just
that
that
was
you
insane.
don't show that you care is all.
Episode 5 was the standout episode for me of the season, and I think it was my favorite episode.
You know
I
what?
think I feel like
100%.
everyone's favorite episode.
Yeah, since we're here, let's we've already talked about Bo. Let's talk about Caleb now.
Oh yeah, please. Because I called him a piece of shit, and I do think that, but I also
yeah,
do
he's a piece of
understand
shit.
that he was a young man who was indoctrinated.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
a
he was
brain
very
dead.
impressionable.
It's like there was a lot to it. Not only was he indoctrinated by this guy, but he was brought in at the same time as these two people that he began a relationship with. So that
Mhm.
creates like an echo chamber of ideology. So they're kind of in it, and oh man, yeah. But still, like that's to do that to your family is fucking
Yeah.
insane.
It is insane.
Yeah.
It's
Just the
like
idea that he got
I don't
indoctrinated
think
so
there's
bad.
any way you can ever forgive yourself or like redeem yourself completely. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? You can try the rest of
No.
your life
I
to
mean,
do the right thing, but at the same time, it's like that's never erasable, and that's fucking horrifying.
yeah.
That's what makes the episode so good.
Mhm.
It's fucking
Absolutely.
crazy.
Yeah, well, that's like the best. I'm a big fan of redemption arcs in fiction, and I feel like the best redemption arcs like make you ask, like, is this character really redeemable? And I feel like Caleb definitely makes you ask that. And yeah, what Caleb did is very like is objectively monstrous, but also when you take into account how manipulated he was and how impressionable he was and how like Trent is definitely the greater villain in the scenario. Like
Oh,
he's
Of
100%.
course,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
but yeah, it's like he was still. What age was he
yeah.
taken away? It seemed
He
like
was
he was like maybe 16,
he was it he was like
15.
he was like college age, I think, when
Yeah,
by
Yeah, I
the
to
think it
be
point
was
I
like
old
think
very
he was
young
still with his
adult.
parents.
for
Yeah,
him
Yeah.
young adult.
for him to transition that drastically and that fast. Because how long would it have been? Maybe 3 years,
Yeah,
4
probably a couple
years,
of
if it
years, yeah.
right? He fucking did that.
That's
It's crazy.
that's probably
I
why I've
Yeah.
mean,
got Caleb as my second least favorite. I need more flashbacks with him.
Yeah,
I need
definitely.
I need more justification because as of right now, for the majority of the show, up until that point, he was just this depressing loser. And I was just like, and also
totally.
in episodes 6, uh, he made a few questionable choices that sort of pissed me off. And then episode 7,
Yeah.
just leaving Not. Like, fuck him. I don't care how
Yeah, that was fucked
justifiable
up
he is.
after
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
like fucking opened up to him and he still
Yeah.
left like that.
Again, you're not
Yeah.
supposed to agree with his decision. Like, you're
No.
supposed to
No.
be like, you fucking idiot. Like, you've got a new family. Don't just walk away from them. But he still did.
But like that's what makes a good complex character, I find.
Yeah.
You know, it
Yeah.
it doesn't take one lesson to be like, okay, I'm 100% cured and I will stay with these people and I will do the right thing always. No.
I never thought
It's
of it
Yeah.
that way.
it's a process.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
the episode where they're treasure hunting basically and Caleb like tricks Bo into jumping and like she's hanging on for her life. I said something like my goat Caleb did that on purpose and I kind of realize now that yeah, Caleb was definitely in the wrong. Like him and Bo both I did explain in the video, but we kind of cut it out just for runtime that Bo and Caleb definitely just both had massive trust issues and that they both and that yeah, Caleb and her like kind of their like interpersonal arc is kind of about like overcoming their trust issues and like realizing they're on the same side. And the one thing the one thing I find very interesting about Caleb is that like he really realized and come to grips with what he did to his parents and his cat, it was already too late, and then he
Yeah.
like had a complete psychotic like he
Mhm.
had a complete like mental breakdown because of
He's
it.
completely glazed over and then his face cracks and
Yeah.
it's like the
Yeah,
horrors of being like, "Oh no, it's what have I done? It's already happened."
Mhm.
yeah, and now being older and like fully realizing what he did, he just like what like we just it's just like where do you go from this point? Like you either wallow in self pity your whole life, or like and
Which he's
just
doing.
accept that yeah, which he is doing, but or you just try to use what you have the time you have left to make up for it and like just be a better person.
Yeah.
Like yeah, and I really liked his relationship with Not, like how
Yeah.
Not
Mhm. Yeah.
then they're both just just have very messed up
Dysfunctional
pasts.
people who
Yeah, and
support
they're
each
just
other.
yeah, and they just support each other and become friends. And I thought that was just really interesting. And Not was just a very great character. I really like is that because Liam and Brian and Sam Rigo, they're like very good friends in real life, and so I feel like their characters always like have a good rapport with each other. And
Mhm.
like Scanlan and Vax did in Vox Machina, and now Not and Caleb doing this.
You see that
Right.
yeah, Liam and Sam they've been like best friends for like 30 years now, and they're so close that a lot of the Critical Role fan base at first thought the two of them were dating.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, they're married to separate women, but they are just like the closest friends, anybody could be.
Yeah, and when two guys are, two guys are very good friends when you start to genuinely think, are these two smashing?
Yeah. Are y'all fucking?
Yeah, they're
Or
fucking.
anybody got anything else to say about Caleb? Phil?
Fireball.
Yeah. I like that he's a fire wizard. That's it. Let's move on.
Okay.
That is pretty cool. He's good at that.
Actually,
Not.
no, I do really like Caleb for the complexity of his character.
Yeah.
I find that this whole tragic backstory and his path to try and find redemption is really great. I would really like to see more context of the indoctrination.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of really important whether he's,
Because it went from like
redeemable.
learning the spells and shit to being told there's some traitors in the valley. Like,
and getting jewels in his arms.
Yeah.
yeah.
I won't say it, but in the original lore of the campaign, they
Then don't
do go
say it.
into that more. I'm not saying it. I'm just saying that they go into it more
Okay.
because
That's
there's more stuff.
yeah, that's not a
I kind of
spoiler.
want to
That
see.
works.
I mean,
I feel like Caleb, not that he's holding back, but I kind of want to see Caleb at full strength because in that
Mhm.
flashback when they were going through like the Cobalt Soul Library, Caleb was just bodying everybody.
Yeah.
Like he could probably take Bo, like back when he was like that. He's definitely broken and hasn't used real magic for a
Well,
long
yeah,
time, but
Well, those.
didn't he say the guy took his magic? Like somebody took his magic from him,
yeah,
and
he
he's
said
alluding to
Yeah.
Trent,
he
right?
said that Trent took his magic, which is
Yeah,
why he needs like components to do it, but there are a few times when he does maybe they just didn't animate it or maybe Caleb was lying, but there are definitely times when
maybe
he
he needs like
uses
raw emotion to unlock his potential. I don't know,
I don't know. There are definitely
but he
times when he uses
does.
magic
Yeah,
without anything.
The
yeah.
residuum under his skin that like helps him makes him more powerful, right? That's what makes the Volstrucker so much powerful
But is it
because
still
they have
there?
He got
because
his
well I
removed. He
don't
has the scars. Like
he,
his were removed
yeah,
for.
yeah, I guess his residuum was removed, so yeah, I guess that
They
would be
probably
why
would have
he's
been
less
able to track
powerful.
him with those too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
maybe, yeah.
I gotta say, as someone who's got like a phobia of shit being under their skin, this show had a
Shit.
lot of fucking like
Shit
just
under his
shit
skin.
going
Yeah.
under your skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was graphic.
There was a lot. Like not even just the scene with the residuum, but like there was, I don't remember the exact instances, but there were others.
Ford
Mark
sticking the
Strong
thing
does
in his
such.
chest.
Oh
Do you
yeah,
guys
Ford
Yeah.
watch
sticking the thing in his chest, fucking.
when Mark Strong?
Molly cutting himself every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Damn. When I was a young boy.
Can we talk about Not since we brought
Yes.
her up a little
Yeah,
bit?
we're gonna go to Not next.
Yeah.
I
I like
fucking
Not
Not.
because she's a complete mess, but she
Yeah.
still at least has a good heart and tries to do good.
Mhm.
But, and I like the fact that she's got weaknesses. She's a drunk, she hates water, she hates Ford for some reason.
She hates herself. She hates
Oh
that
yeah.
she's a goblin.
Hates
Ford's crusty
herself.
with her too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got some
Well,
tense moments
well,
between the two of them.
I saw Sam Riegel once. Sam once said how how Not kind of sees like Caleb should be the leader of the group, and then when Ford keeps talking, she gets pissed off because it's somebody other than Caleb.
That's
And
funny.
she's very dedicated to Caleb first and foremost at the beginning. So
Mhm.
She is very motherly towards Caleb.
Yeah. She's motherly, but she's also really immature at times.
yeah,
Yeah, but I like the sort of duality with that. I think that
Yeah.
makes her a better character because of it.
Yeah.
I also think that she's had a lot of growth in this season.
Mhm.
Like, despite the fact that this has definitely been the Caleb show, um, Not has overcome her fear of water when it most counted.
Hmm.
She has learned to not steal. She's opened herself up to not being left by Caleb. She just showed a lot of character growth, I find.
One quick thing is the fact that we was it? I can't remember if it was probably Michael. You were talking about how this show is better, a little bit better than Vox Machina. Was it?
In terms of characters, I think.
Yeah, because yeah, season 1 of Vox Machina was very much the Percy show.
Yeah.
Mighty Nein is the Caleb show. He got the most backstory revealed out of him, but he's not the main character of the season. It's still a group show.
Yeah. Because I feel like with the first season of Vox Machina, it kind of felt all over the place in some parts because the first 2 episodes were kind of separate from the rest of the arc of the first season, and then after the first 2 episodes, it became all about Percy and the Briarwoods and all that, and it was very focused on Percy. There was like kind of something of an arc with Pike,
Mm-hmm.
but because of how like early it felt kind of out of place. Pike's character whole thing with the Everlight in the first season.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like with this, even though it focuses on Caleb a lot, there's also a lot of room. It leaves a lot of room for other character arcs, like with Ford coming to figure out his powers, with Jester trying to understand her relationship with the Traveler, and not just trying to become more stable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say Bo and Molly probably had the least to do this season. Well,
I feel like
That's
not,
why
Yeah.
that's
not the
why they were
least to
lower on my
not the
list.
least to do,
Yeah.
but just the least attention, least development.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
what I find interesting and kind of funny about Molly is that out of all of them, he doesn't even remember who he is, but he's like kind of like the most well put together. Like
Yeah,
because he's kind of
he
like
keeps his
become
composure.
I think
the
that's just
heart and
because he
soul.
has no baggage. He has no
Yeah,
tragic backstory.
because he doesn't fucking remember it.
Yeah,
Well, here's
Well, I mean, he got
here's the
one
thing
in this
about him
season.
too.
He did get a tragic
yeah.
backstory when
yeah,
his fucking
Yeah, when his
friend
whole
got,
fucking
All of his friends
and he had to
died.
murder
Carnival
him.
family got destroyed.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's pretty tragic.
yeah.
It is kind of crazy that he didn't really have anything to say about that after the episode.
I mean, he
I mean, he
said
did in the
he's
prison. Like he said, "Fuck
He
all of
did
you."
he did move on pretty fast, but I mean,
yeah, but I like to think it's just because Molly Molly always says like fuck the past, it doesn't matter. I feel like Molly just wants to move forward no matter what. He doesn't like thinking about the past.
mhm.
So just like it's done, they're gone. No point in dwelling over it. I just got to keep
Yeah,
moving forward. I'll move forward with these new 5 idiots.
Yeah,
makes sense. I agree with that.
The interesting thing about Molly is that A, he doesn't remember a ton, but B, the stuff he does remember, he lies about.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right. He does lie a lot.
I mean, it's
He bullshits a lot.
he
He does.
lies, but
Like that guard who noticed him, and he's
Free
just immediately
the
like,
Panther.
yeah, and
Yeah, she's
just
like, "Did you do the thing?" And he's just like, "Oh, well,
yeah,
you
sure,
gotta
the
tell me
thing,
about it.
I
Yeah,
yeah,
think
he
the
did,
thing, yeah."
yeah.
Oh, he
Well, I
did the
think he
thing.
did. Yeah, he did that because he wanted to go along with it, so he could try to figure out what she was talking about.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
clearly, but
I don't know. I don't
I
think he
just
cares. I really don't think he cares about what she was talking about or who he used to
he
be.
just was going with the flow, right?
He was just
I
like, I'd
mean,
rather
that's just
not
kind
make
of
it
what he
awkward.
does.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, sure, why not? Yeah,
I really like his and Jester's relationship about him trying to get her to, live more for herself instead of her god.
Yeah.
that
I
he
do
doesn't
think there's
really
something
even
endearing
believe.
between the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got the tiefling bond,
Yeah.
shared trauma of being a tiefling.
He does kind of like older brother her, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Even though that, Jester and Molly, even though it's only like 2 scenes, it's still like the strongest connection Molly has with the rest of them. Because I was thinking, he doesn't really have a
Mhm.
lot of connections with any of the other characters, other than just
No,
being the
really.
mediator and stopping them from killing each other.
Tell me about a
Yeah.
conversation between him and Bo.
Yeah.
Well, well, when she first came to the carnival, they talked, and he was like telling her
Oh yeah,
like,
right.
Yeah,
"I
that's
can
Right.
true.
He
tell
didn't
you're
like
here."
her. He didn't
He's
like
like,
her because she was a cop.
"I can
Yeah.
tell you're here for some mission, but don't cause trouble."
Hmm. And then
Yeah,
Caleb,
that's true.
did he ever talk to Caleb? They talked
Well,
when they were by the rift,
yeah,
but that was just
I
yeah.
think
that
he
was
did
just
scold
them.
him when Caleb came back from that
Yeah,
tantrum.
when Caleb woke up, like after passing out when he killed Oelia, Molly was like, "We got some questions for you, buddy," and and he to kind of gives him like subtly tells him like, "Who do you want to be now? Like you can be a different person. Like you can change
But
still."
I feel
Like it
like
kind of just
Hmm.
I feel like Molly
yeah,
would have
like
said
or
that to anybody.
yeah,
I
I
mean,
feel
he
like
would have,
Molly
but
is
Caleb's the only case where it needed to be said.
Yeah.
yeah.
I
I feel
really
like
like Molly's whole obsession with the tarot cards, and also those tarot
yeah.
cards definitely seem to have some actual power.
Yeah, he
Well, I
needs
mean,
he just kept drawing the death card.
Yeah,
He
they're
death cards
accurate.
forever.
he picked that 3 times. Like, fuck me. I got to get rid of this card.
Who do
Why
you
At
do I
this
think
keep
has
point,
this?
like
the?
Why do
sometimes
I
the
keep
tarot
this
cards just
around?
they seem like foresight more than anything, instead of like a proper prediction tool.
Mhm.
It's just like, oh, the death card again. I'm going to be attacked in 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't I throw this card out? Why is it coming back?
Yeah, but I feel like Molly's at the top of my list because Molly is my favorite, not objectively. Molly's my favorite in the show because he was my favorite in the campaign. He's probably my favorite Critical Role character of all time. So I can't, even though he didn't have a
Yeah, you're
whole
biased, but that's
yeah,
fine.
even though
Yeah.
there wasn't a whole lot to him, he probably had the least interplay with all the other characters. I can't set aside how much I fucking love this guy.
Every time you got to see him, you're like, "That's dope.
That's dope.
That's the
Let's
best thing
go.
ever.
I find
Yeah.
Good
it
shit.
yeah. I find it so funny how
Open his shirt
Talis,
more."
how Percy, who is
Take your
Taliesin
pants
Jaff's
off.
character, who is Taliesin, how Percy, who is Taliesin Jaffe's character in Vox Machina, is the polar opposite of Molly. Like they are so different, and
Hmm.
it's just so cool how each of the voice actors, all of their characters, are so different from the ones they did in Vox Machina.
Yeah, they definitely really wanted to change it up.
Yeah. Well, it
Definitely
was
not a bad
It's
idea,
good.
you know.
yeah. Well, Molly is actually more based off of Taliesin, the voice actor, because other
Yeah,
people were telling stories about Taliesin, about how he's like God Emperor of the Renaissance Fair.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like one of the other members was telling this story about
Oh wait, I
how
saw that on the Amazon. Yeah, they talked about they had a
yeah,
Prime thing where they discussed the episodes, right?
yeah, about
And
how
yeah,
like Taliesin took them to the Ren Fair and like they
but
walked around
but
for
she,
2 minutes
uh,
and some random chick just yelled out Lord Taliesin and ran up and started making out with him.
yeah.
And I'm like, yo, this guy might actually just be Molly in real life.
What a
he also in terms of like his Taliesin Jaffe always like dyeing his hair and like in very like loud and proud like ways. So
Yeah,
that's another way him and Molly kind of similar.
yeah, yeah. It feels like Percy, he just had a good idea for a character. Molly, he was just
Yeah,
like me.
yeah, me but with horns.
Yeah.
Nah.
All
Who do you
right.
think has the strongest bond between the characters, though?
Probably,
Like Caleb and Not.
yeah.
That's what I
Caleb
would
and Noah for
say.
sure.
Yeah,
Because
like
because Ford and Jester, they are together a lot, but I feel like
it's a
it's
little
it's
more
not completely
developing.
one-sided,
It's
but it's
yeah,
more it's more one-sided.
Yeah, I feel like Jester's
it's like
definitely got
developing more.
more of the affection in
Like a
their
school, she
dynamic.
has like a schoolgirl crush on Ford.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ford is
Yeah,
I feel like
She
Jester.
also like completely doesn't really get what he's about. Like she thinks he's a ship captain,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
he
Ford
was
doesn't
dealing
really
with his
know what
own
he's about
cowardice.
either, though.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Like for a long time, he was dealing with self doubt and cowardice and everything. It's like
He still
Jester's
is.
kind of just building him up after the fact.
Yeah, I do like Ford in the fact that he's actually a bit more like Molly in the fact that he just completely lies. Like I like
Mm.
the fact that Ford like actually isn't this like badass hero. He's just lying to himself and being
Well,
like,
Yeah,
okay, time
his
to
entire thing is fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't
Yeah.
even speak with his actual voice because
And
he's
I,
imitating the guy
Yeah, he's
who
way
raised
more
him.
bravado, and yeah.
and I like the fact
Who
that
While at
it's
the same
actually
time, he still
working.
seems like more of the straight
Yeah.
man out of any of them.
Yeah, yeah.
I do like that he's like a coward who's trying to be better, though.
I like that he's
I like
trying and he's
that.
actually being successful. Like if you didn't
Mhm.
know, you'd be like,
He's.
"Damn, this guy's actually pretty cool."
I
Yeah.
do really want to find out more about
Yeah.
his patron.
Yeah.
His whole
Because that is
thing with
interesting.
the Lovecraftian demon,
Hmm.
that's really interesting. I want to see more of that.
Yeah, I want to know what the sword, what is Captain, because it's connected to the sword, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's got something to do with the sword, but a couple of things just real quick that don't have to do with character. Um, somebody brought up how good the animation was, and I agree. The only animation problem, well, it wasn't even animation. The only problem I found was at the very end of the last episode when Ford like shoves the thing in his chest, and that one Kryn goes to like kill Jester, and he blocks it with the sword, and like the eye pops out in his sword. Just the composition of that shot, you have no idea what you're looking at. You cannot tell
Yeah.
that it's his sword with the eye in the middle.
Yeah, yeah, I can agree with that.
That's like the only like problem
See,
I
as a
have with it.
non-artist, I
Well,
can't even place that in my mind, what you're talking about.
Oh,
see, I
So,
think that just when action shots get very hectic like that,
mhm.
it's hard to get animation to look the exact way you want it anyway.
It was just the framing of the shot, and it was in theory it was a good shot because you've got the sword in the foreground and Jester on the ground and Ford in the background. It was just too dark. Like the sword was completely black, and the Kryn and his sword was completely black. You just couldn't tell what you were looking at, is all. And
sure.
also when he does like start kicking the shit out of that Kryn guy with his new powers.
Hmm.
First time I watched it, I did think the shots were too fast and I couldn't tell what was happening. And then and I watched it again and I was like, okay, okay, I get it now. But it was a little bit fast the first time. But
I
apart from
thought it was
that,
okay for
all
me,
the
but
all the fights and the animation were great. Yeah, apart from like that one little moment.
I really liked the final fight with Trent.
Oh yeah, that was
And
great.
yeah. hmm
I
It
yeah,
was
I
really
Yeah.
fantastic.
I do think it's interesting the fact that like the actual plot of the entire like the plot of the entire show is going on in the background with Trent and Essex and has nothing to do with the Nine until the very end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the big like badass climactic fight at the end of the season is between Trent and Essex. The Nine aren't anywhere there.
Yeah, I know.
And
It's
then
it's
when the Nine are like in the sewer, they just have a cut to black, it's in your imagination fight, which I can understand because they just, used all their animation budget on the fight with Trent, but yeah, still the fact that the real like what's the real spectacle of it was in the villains fighting each other and nothing to do with the main
Yeah.
characters.
yeah, I do like it that it was the villains fighting each other.
Mhm.
That was interesting. It was cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good fight.
Absolutely.
Essex was also a really interesting character, I
I
found.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Essek, and I
Yeah.
think he's just
Yeah.
gonna he seems like he's just gonna develop even like into more and more evil of a character.
I feel
Well,
like
yeah,
Essek
Yeah.
because
might
like the whole thing is he's lost everything that he was fighting for in this season.
yeah,
Yeah,
Essek might
yeah.
be a better character than a few of the Nine because his
I could probably agree
motivations
with
are
that.
completely
This
understandable.
season at least, yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, his motivations were completely
Like,
understandable. It's like he's trying to save his mom, and then, the kingdom that he's a part of ritually puts her to death. And then
and
he's
the
like,
religion that he doesn't believe in.
yeah, and he's like, all right, fuck it. I have no loyalty to the queen. I'm
Mhm.
gonna, I'm gonna betray.
Who's also a liar
Yeah,
because
Yeah.
yeah,
can't wait till he finds out
fucking
about that.
two-faced biatch.
Yep. And then he's like, fuck it. I have no loyalty. I have nothing left to fight for. I'm just gonna lie and perpetuate a war just because fuck you.
Some
Yeah.
men want to watch the world burn.
Yeah.
I do really like the whole thing of him believing in the beacon more so used as powerful magic rather than
Just
a
something to
source
be
for
worshipped.
reincarnation or religious.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
religious sacrament. Or, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's going to play a huge part later on. He's basically just a warmonger. He's going to acquire the beacon. He's going to just fucking, like you said, watch the world burn.
Mm-hmm.
Revenge for the world wronging him.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's what he wants. He wants to reap chaos. Like if his
It's just petty vengeance now. Well, not petty.
yeah, yeah. He would be chaotic evil, but he's secret about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it feels like Essek is like the only one with an actually different perspective because like the queen and Essek's mother were just like, okay, I'll prepare your execution, and his mother was like, okay, no problem. That's just how it goes here. And Essek's the only
Yeah.
one actually asking questions, being like, no, why?
Well,
Like,
like
Yeah.
they make a big point of it being his first life, right? He's like
yeah,
compared to a lot of them, he's like fresh. Like he might as well be a fucking child,
yeah.
even though he is a like, you know,
He's probably
pretty much
still
grown
like
adult.
100 years old or
He's in his
something.
20s. Is he 100 years old?
I mean,
No?
maybe. I
Well,
don't know.
he's a drow, so they age really
Right. Right.
for like
Mhm.
a long time. So
So that's fair. Even then, they would still consider him a child based
Mhm.
on their own,
yeah,
customs. And,
Based on their lives of wisdom.
Yeah.
and
yeah,
shit.
Yeah.
well, yeah.
like the wisdom you incur from a lifetime is,
Mhm.
Nothing
whole-
compared to the countless reincarnations that a lot of them
yeah,
have been to.
especially dealing with loss over and over,
Yeah.
like these people have. It gives them a completely different perspective than him because
Mhm.
like this is his one and only life, and he is so attached to his mother.
Yeah, it seems on paper a good thing, like reincarnation and living multiple lives, but then you actually get down to it, and I'm like, no, this actually fucking sucks. Why
It's
does
like,
it?
oh yeah, you have to
What?
start over and relearn how to live with
Why does it help
loss
to
I
be
would
a kid and then just have a bunch of flashes of other people's memories in your head? How does that help
I would
anything?
not I would not mind it. And then if I did start to lose it and get that stuff, you could kill me then.
Yeah,
That's
I'm out.
fine.
I don't want to do this no more.
Right? But
yeah, so
I wouldn't
bored.
mind a couple extra goes, to
Yeah.
see what I can do this time.
I mean, sure, why not? Like a
I'd take
couple
that
extra.
shit. Yeah. If I do start to lose my mind, it's fine. We did our, we had a good ride, but like give me a couple extra lives. I'll take it.
It's a little bit like Doctor Who, how it's like a new body but still has all the memories of all the previous lives.
Mhm.
Which
And fans
character
like
haven't
certain
haven't
ones
we?
more.
Which characters haven't we gone in depth about yet?
We haven't talked
We haven't
about
really
We
talked
kind of
about
did.
Yasha.
We didn't go really in depth on Ford, but
I
we
mean,
kind of like talked about him.
yeah, so we
talked
still
about
have
him enough.
Ford,
Yeah.
Jester, and Yasha to talk about. One thing about Ford is that just his opening scene where he's like learning how to sword fight with his captain. I do hope there's a scene because in shows like this, a lot of the time, like actually training on how to like use a sword doesn't really come in that
Come up.
handy. Like Molly was just like swinging his swords around and cutting people's heads off, and so was Ford. It was like something swipes at him, he swings the sword and kills it. I want Ford to have a moment where he just has like just a one-on-one sword duel with another character.
Yeah, that'd be
To like,
cool.
show his progression.
Yeah, I'd like that.
Yeah, that would be cool. I agree with that. That seems. I'm good with that.
And then we didn't.
But it needs to be like important, right? Like he
Yeah,
needs
it has to be another.
Someone's got to be riding on it.
Yeah,
Like it needs to be.
Yeah, I mean, I think in general, more progression and more context, the better.
yeah,
With Ford, the whole sword fighting thing. With Caleb, the whole indoctrination shit.
mm-hmm. Molly, everything.
Molly, fucking everything. Essek, his whole. Well, actually, we pretty much have seen start to finish why he is the way he is at this
Yeah.
point.
Bo, childhood.
Yeah.
Yasha, everything.
Yeah, yeah. I've seen her rip people to shreds so far, and
Yeah.
that's about it.
Seen her kill everybody and then have a tattoo in the back of her neck, and that's all we know about her.
And the tattoo is sort of like some sort of dominant control over her.
Yeah.
Almost like it's just a thing that gives her commands from somewhere else. Someone's giving her commands, and she's obliged to do it or has to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know how much we can talk about Yasha in this one. There's not really much to discuss.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. I mean
Without
that's pretty much
spoiling.
it.
She's
Yeah.
really cool with her sword, and she reminds me of Guts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's very Guts-esque, isn't she?
Yeah.
Although I'm pretty sure I remember seeing in trailer 1, she was like with the group, and she's like, "I fucking love this group." We never got to see that scene.
That was Bo, I think, who said that.
Oh,
Yeah.
what? Oh, yeah, maybe it was Bo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
I
bad.
thought.
Flame me in the comments.
So what was the reason for this? I thought maybe like I heard like Ashley Johnson had scheduling conflicts or something.
Yeah,
like
she
that?
was filming she was in a cop show that they like filmed in New York, like live action.
Right on.
So
Yeah.
she missed probably 100 episodes of campaign 2 because she had to be away. And then
True.
yeah, so she's gone for a lot. And then I think it was around, I don't know if it was a coincidence or because of COVID, but I don't know if the cop show she was on just ended its run because the show was over, or if because of COVID they had to pull the plug. But once COVID started, then Ashley was with them for the last like 40 episodes till the end.
Oh wow. So do you think they'll make her more prominent in the show and kind of change things up?
Yeah, that's what they did with
Or
Pike.
Yeah.
Pike
yeah.
Pike was barely in the Vox Machina campaign.
See, I haven't watched that
Ah,
yet.
my
Mhm.
bad.
I should,
Oh,
but I'm
fuck, we're
excited to watch
spoiling
that
now.
now.
Oh
That's
no.
fine.
Oh yeah, full spoilers by the way.
It's in and out.
Yeah.
You know. Who's Frank? You said something about a Frank. That's fine.
Anne. Yeah.
Yeah. Benjamin.
Benjamin Button.
All right, let's talk about Jester.
All right.
I
like
love
her.
Jester. I think that
I love
Jester is
Jester.
the morale of the group entirely.
Mm-hmm.
She's adorable.
Yeah.
She's
Laura
the
Bailey's
fun,
the
lighthearted
best.
one.
I feel like it's more personality based than not to say she doesn't have like a character and progression, but it's just yeah, it is
Not-
just personality. Her always being happy
She's
and
got very, very high charisma.
yeah.
Well, I think that Jester's, big sort of arc in this season has been to understand herself more and sort of detach herself from relying on the Traveler
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
nearly
but
as
then the
much.
Traveler saved her. And she
Yeah.
was
Until the
like,
Traveler
"Oh,
saved her,
shit."
and then she's reset back to square one. I didn't
Yeah.
really
Yeah,
understand.
I know, right? Right. But that's
It's like,
'cause
then what was that all about then? Because the Traveler's just like, I mean, now she knows that the Traveler's there.
I mean, I feel
No
like she
matter
always
what.
did.
But she
It was
has
just
more-
the
yeah.
9 that made her think maybe he's not actually real.
Well, it's because they never
Yeah.
show up, and she's just talking about him all the time. And
Mhm.
there's a bunch of moments where she's like, "Traveler, help!" And then they're like, "Okay, nothing's happening.
And he's like, "New phone, who
Are you,
dis?"
are you
Yeah.
good?" And then as soon as she's alone, of course, the moment where no one can see,
Yeah.
he's like, "Hey, I'm here. What's up?"
Hang on, I'll
Yeah.
transfer your call.
I think it was a
Do
little
you think-
frustrating to see the Traveler
well,
only when
You guys have seen it. I don't know if I don't know if he's like, he seems sus, but that's just me. I don't
Yeah,
know.
he's very sus.
I mean,
He's
gods
definitely
are
sus.
gods are always a little sus in D&D
Fey
because they're
creatures
immortal.
especially.
Seems like a trickster
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
He is a fey creature, and fey creatures are supposed to be very,
Yeah. Mischievous.
indeed.
I don't know, maybe obviously I haven't seen campaign 2, but I predict that maybe the Traveler will become sort of a minor antagonist, or maybe cause Jester to be a bit of a minor antagonist at some point.
I don't want to see her. be an
Interesting theory.
antagonist.
I don't think I could
adorable.
ever
Interesting
see her
theory.
being an antagonist.
I mean, not by her choice, but
Yeah.
because she's being led by the Traveler to do things that otherwise
kind
she
of-
probably wouldn't do to the group. You know what
I mean, yeah,
Well-
he already like her influence, like her trying to make him appear, she desecrated a sacred
Yeah.
temple and
Yeah.
basically and set a fire to it.
Yeah.
So
Well, her type of worship for him is like pranks and
Yeah.
mischief, right? So that's the whole
yeah, but
thing.
What she did though goes beyond mischief into like arson. She like set fire to the
It's just a
place.
bit of tomfoolery.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just a bit, just a little mischievous.
It's just a
Shenanigans here
prank,
and there,
bro.
fine.
Yeah,
Joker did nothing wrong. She's an innocent sweetheart, and
Yeah.
she should be protected.
I also like the fact that she is just completely sheltered. Like she's never left
yeah,
the hotel where her mom lives. She doesn't know
Mhm.
anything about the outside world. She's a lot like
Yeah.
what's her face from Fallout, yeah.
Who is what's her Oh, Lucy.
Yeah.
Lucy. Yes. You're kind of right. Yeah. Okie dokie.
Shit, I'm always right.
She does have that kind of innocence. She's so innocent. She's
Yeah.
completely innocent.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really enjoyed that she's sort of playing a role in teaching not hate herself
Mm-hmm.
as
Oh
much.
yeah, she's just a good person. She kind of like finds any moment she can to support each member of the group.
Yeah.
But she does especially have like a nice connection to Knot and how she's always trying to like, make her feel good about herself.
Did she ever talk
Especially
to
at the
Bo?
beginning, she's like she calls her like she's like you're beautiful to me. And
Mhm.
she's just cool.
Did Jester ever talk to Bo?
I think she
Did
had
Jester
that
ever talk to Bo?
much of a rapport with Bo.
Yeah, that was probably like if there was, it was very minute.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe for season 2 they'll get to see more of that.
Mm-hmm.
I think Bo's gonna have a lot more to come.
Oh
right?
yeah.
She
Yeah.
like
She
yeah,
kind of
like
has to.
exactly.
She
I
can
just
only
like
go
that.
up
I
from
think
here.
the reason she's so low is because this season didn't prioritize her as much. So of course you're gonna be interested in certain characters more.
And she's
But
also
like
just
in
really
I don't mind her personality at all. Like her
Yeah,
abrasiveness, I'm fine with it. It doesn't bother
I
me.
I wasn't gonna
I
say
feel like
that.
yeah,
I was gonna say it's because she's just a bit basic. Like she has no magic. She's just punches and kicks. She gets a stick
Yeah, but
towards the
Punch
end, which
Girl
is
is
cool.
cool.
But
I do really like her weapon.
yeah, yeah. The two things that I really liked about Bo that they barely did was the fact that she's supposed to be an investigator, and she does that a tiny bit in episode
At the
1.
beginning. Yeah.
Yeah, where she's like
But it goes
standing
away.
in the position of like where the people were the night before. And I thought that
Mhm.
was cool, but they barely did anything with that. And it's
Yeah, you would
also sort of what's the word? Superfluous, because Molly kind of does the same thing, except his is cooler
Mhm.
because he, tastes blood and he tracks it.
Yeah. That's true. But she does that also like leads to why she was like still questioning Bren is because
Mhm.
she does have that like detective nature about
Yeah.
her where she's like suspicious and she
I just hope she puts like
especially of that organization
mhm.
like
I just hope she puts like more shit together. I want her to like because they had Trent and then he weaseled his way out of it and they executed that one librarian. I want Bo to be like
Mhm.
gathering like hard evidence against this fucker.
yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say earlier, Mark Strong is so fucking good
Oh yeah,
as Trent.
none of
He's
us
the
knew it was
best.
him.
Really?
Yeah, it
Oh, as
doesn't
soon as
doesn't
I heard
sound
him, I
anything
was like,
like him.
but that I could I just I had to Google it, but I was like some that I know that person.
Mhm.
But yeah, he's great. He's so evil when he has to be, and
Yeah.
like he has such a slimy way of talking.
Yeah.
Like at certain points, like "Oh, Bren, you're back."
Mhm.
Oh, so I'm like,
Little
"Fuck, dude."
Spark.
You're my favorite.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
glad they cast him as Trent. He does a great job.
Yeah, he was great in it.
yeah,
He's like a really great evil fuck villain.
Yeah, he's a good
yeah,
villain because he's like a really powerful magic, but he's also just a
Mhm.
manipulative little bitch.
Like that
yeah,
early scene to just show that this dude's actually fucking unhinged when
Yeah,
he,
he's like
he's
taking the thing
examining that
apart. Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
yeah,
the class leaves, and just cause he wants to, just cause he reactivates the dude's like
He
nerves, so
turns
he
the pain
feels everything
receptors
again
back on.
for no
yeah,
reason other
Yeah.
than he's a fucking piece of shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
And also the whole part where like he gets arrested, but he manages to just talk his way out of it.
Mhm.
Hmm
But I feel like
Just
that
to
was
show, like,
also kind of like the king's fault Like, clearly
Yeah.
don't trust this guy.
Yeah,
No.
like the king is not
Yeah.
a good guy either, but
Yeah.
he's like very easily manipulated by
Yeah.
Trent.
Probably by everyone in his court.
Yeah,
That guy
yeah.
seems like a fool.
Yeah. I mean, he's
It
had
is kind
2
of crazy,
scenes.
like
Well, he's
When
eager
they're-
for war.
when they're testing the beacon, and Trent's just like, "No, I want to do it." They're like,
Mine.
"There's no reason to do this," and he's like, "Oh yes, there is." And then he just tries to harness the beacon
Mm-hmm.
multiple times during the season. but
Yeah. And
Yeah,
he doesn't.
did beat
like-
that army.
And he doesn't
it's like,
give
how
a
do you
fuck.
not see this as villain energy?
Mm-hmm. And also the fact that Essek couldn't do it because his hands were getting fucked up, and Trent just powered through because he doesn't.
Yeah, Trent's-
he
Trent's
wants
He's
power more
insane.
than
Yeah,
he wants power more than self preservation.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very accurate. You're right.
Which honestly, maybe that'll be his downfall. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be a
Yeah,
fucking
very
like
well could.
Indiana Jones moment.
Sort of self-destruct type of deal.
Yeah. Let's see.
I'm interested to learn more about the artifact as well, because like,
Yeah.
you know, what the hell?
Phil-
What is the deal?
Phil pointed this out after the last episode. Is that it looks like a D20?
It does.
Yeah, but
That's
Yeah.
got- that's pro- it's like,
somebody
intentional, right?
left a comment a while ago pointing out, yeah, because I always thought it was a D20. It's not actually a D20 because all the
Mhm.
sides on it are hexagonal. It's a D12 or something.
Okay.
Still.
Damn. Well,
It's
I mean,
a
that's
dice.
still
Still
really
looks like a
funny.
die.
It's just a die.
Yeah, yeah,
It's a die with handles on it.
yeah. Let me see.
It really does serve the purpose of like the magical MacGuffin type of thing.
Yeah.
does.
Yeah. I mean, there's this one YouTube channel that I fucking love called Overly Sarcastic Productions. Michael, you know that?
Oh, yeah, I know that guy.
Yeah, I figured you would know that. What about you, Phil Carson? You know them?
What are
No,
they called?
I'm familiar.
Overly Sarcastic Productions.
Nah, I haven't heard of them.
It's a great YouTube channel hosted by these two people, Red and Blue. And Red, all of her videos I love. She has a series called Trope Talk, which she just like breaks down like basic storytelling tropes into their like best and worst best and worst components. And she did one on MacGuffins, and she's like, yeah, people just immediately think like MacGuffin, it doesn't really matter. It could be anything. It's just a plot device. But yeah, that's the point of it. It's good storytelling. Just because you've seen it a million times, just because it's not original, doesn't mean it's not good.
Well, yeah, no, I agree.
Like the fact that everybody's
Um,
looking for this thing says a whole lot more than it just being some rock that everybody wants to get their hands on.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
necessarily mean MacGuffin more so as like, so stereotypical that
Yeah.
they have this artifact that causes power. Like,
Yeah,
otherwise,
you were
what
just
would
call
be
it-
the
yeah.
point, really?
Yeah.
I don't
You're
think
just using a
MacGuffins are
term.
bad at all. If MacGuffins were bad, then what does that say about Lord of the Rings?
An
Like,
egg
Dude, I play The
MacGuffin.
Legend of Zelda, dude. I
greatest
fucking love
MacGuffin
of all
MacGuffins.
time.
Yeah.
MacGuffins are my whole shebang.
Well, I think this is a good MacGuffin in this show.
It's
I
just
enjoy
when the
it.
This is a good
MacGuffin
one.
doesn't really matter. Like the ring in Lord of
Yeah.
the Rings matters a shit ton. This thing is really interesting.
Or the One Piece
Mm.
from One Piece.
Come aboard, something, something, hopes and dreams.
Did they ever find that One
No.
Piece?
it turned out to be
that shows-
the friends they made along the way.
Yeah, that show is still going.
What
They're
about
never
the
going
manga?
to find that.
Is the
Manga's
manga
still
done?
going too, I think.
Oh.
Mother
It is, yeah.
God. That's
Dear
amazing.
God.
All right, we'll react to that next on the channel. Just kidding.
Oh, fuck no, I'm
Yeah.
not.
Fuck
Yeah.
no. We may watch the live action one because I do really like that.
I enjoyed. I
You
enjoyed
think-
the
You think
live
reacting
action
to
You
one.
think the
Pokemon
How the
is
hell?
any less?
I've seen some of the sizes of the people in One Piece. How the hell are they gonna do all that other stuff in live action? It's gonna have to get a better CGI budget or something.
Yeah,
I
100%.
I did really like the first season. I thought it was great.
Not the
There's
CGI was
crazy
pretty good.
shit. There's
We-
crazy shit in One Piece.
we
It's
cannot-
No,
Cannot
but
fucking-
for the scale of what they're gonna have and how much it's gonna have to be on screen, you know what I mean? To
Yeah.
do certain,
They're
do
gonna
it
have to be
justice.
multiple CGI characters.
Unless they like keep scaling things down, which is like, they can do that, but
kind of boring though if you
definitely
keep scaling
exactly.
If-
It's just Well, now
If,
we're talking about One Piece.
Yeah,
yeah,
Make
yeah,
your
we should
points
stop talking
and
about
then
One
move
Piece
on.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad for bringing it up. I was just talking about MacGuffin shit.
Yeah.
The One Piece is real.
I think we've gone through everybody.
Well, that's everybody, but yeah, it's all the main characters. Any
we
thoughts
talk
on
about
the
Not?
side character?
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about Not.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on the side characters other than the fact that the gentleman is great because it's Nathan Fillion?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he was
like
good.
the gentleman.
Yeah.
He was good.
I liked Virat, like the orc or half
Yeah.
orc that was like friends with Essek, and I was really sad what happened to him, just because like Essek just lying through
Yeah,
his teeth.
yeah, he was a good side character that served his purpose well.
Yeah.
It
I
is
like
very upsetting.
I like Jester's mom. She was cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
She was
Yeah.
pretty- she was
I
very
Jester's
cool.
mom is great.
I liked her
She was pretty cool.
personalities.
Big personality.
Oh shit, Phil, did you yeah, I did not notice this until I watched this this video of the cast talking about the first couple of episodes. When Jester's mom is doing that whole song and dance number, and she spins that like dreidel, and all the holograms of her come out.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I remember that.
One of them was dressed like Percy.
Were they?
Yeah, one of them had his coat and his glasses and his gun.
That's incredible. I'm sure there are so many different Easter eggs.
we noticed, we found some of them like when we were watching.
A lot of them.
Yeah, there were
Like at the
so many.
carnival.
There were so many
Yeah.
Easter eggs in Pumat Soul's shop.
Yeah, there was
Wasn't there like the little trinket thing in there, and
Oh yeah, at the carnival there was a plush of Trinket, one of Grog, one of Percy, and one of Pike.
Yeah, and at Pumat Soul's shop there was Scanlan's, like a book by Scanlan,
Mhm.
and there was
That's
also
right.
something for Cash and Zara.
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah, I really like little callbacks like that.
And then, and then those two guys were talking about the Chroma Conclave.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
then
wonder
the one
if
guy was as jolly as a Dorolo or something like that.
Oh yeah, as dandy as a Dorolo.
Dandy as a Dorolo.
Which, I mean, I don't know how much sense that makes, because how well known are the Dorolos?
And how dandy were they really?
Yeah, was he a lemon dandy?
Well, this is 10 years after Vox Machina, so maybe like Percy in the 10 years after Vox Machina made the Dorolos a bigger deal, and like he outreached a bit more.
I mean, very possible, because I don't know, he did have it was a wealthy family.
He had a huge family. Yeah.
That's where residuum comes from too, right? Is Whitestone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose.
That's where it's mined. So yeah, people would probably any place that has residuum would probably know about Whitestone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I imagine Dorolo was already a pretty big name anyway.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. I think that's
Although
all
how dandy they are, I'm
Yeah.
not so sure.
Yeah.
There is the two, I don't remember their names, but the ones that were in a relationship with Caleb.
Oh,
I don't remember their names.
Astrid and Adewolf.
I remember.
Yeah, they're really interesting characters in the fact that
I think oh, sorry, Phil, go ahead.
How fucking dare you? Every time they show up on screen to either try and talk to Caleb or to fight him, it's always very tense, and
fuck him.
Yeah.
If you
It
look,
is
if you
always
look,
interesting to see.
If you look very closely at Adewolf's pants, whenever Caleb's around, they get tighter.
Yeah, you know, like he's the one who let him go, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's thinking it back to the old days. He's like, all right, you know.
I think Astrid and Caleb should get back together, and that Caleb can fix Astrid, because she's voiced by Shin Hati, so he should give her another chance.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
I did not know that.
And can I just point out the fact that the guy that voices Adewolf, his full name is Red Child?
Really? Oh.
Yeah. He has one
dope.
name.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wish I could be that cool, but no.
Nah, I'm a loser. I got 3 names.
She did like Bo's compliment to her hair though, Astrid.
Yeah, I
she
also
walked away though. She was like,
great.
Tracy.
I also did really I liked Bo like the most when she was doing that fucking Valley
her
Girl
fucking
thing.
California girl ass, like rich girl spoiled personality. That's when she showed the most like personality, right?
Yeah, but here's
Yeah,
the
and she
thing.
just
And not just because it was a fake personality, it was because she was impersonating it. You're like, oh, Bo, I didn't
Yeah,
know you had that in you.
I wouldn't like Bo if she was that all the time. I like that
No, of
moment so
course not.
much
It's the
because
contrast.
yeah, because you see what she's like all the time, and
She's
then
got
she
like
can
a
just
great
do
sense,
that.
like, yeah, it proves that she has a sense of humor.
Yeah,
yeah, and when she just casually drops that she comes from like one of the wealthiest wine families.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I want to see how that plays into it in the
Mhm.
future.
Yeah, I'm
Because
sure we'll
her
get.
rich parents are probably like,
Yeah,
what the hell?
They probably do
Yeah.
not approve of her.
I would guess not.
Rich parents usually don't.
no.
It's a shame she smelled bad that one time, or she would have got some action. It's
Yeah,
too
from
bad.
Yeah.
from that one character that yes, 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 please.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah, you would have thought they could have just gone and got a bath together, but no.
No, no. I do.
Well,
I do like how in that episode, yeah, they just kept, even though they all split up, they all just kept running into each other and having different. Yeah, this show does characters a lot better than Vox Machina, and I'd say even
I
more
agree
than
with that.
just Vox Machina season 1. I'd say all of Vox
Well,
Machina.
I'm sure
well, I think
they've
just over
learned.
in general,
And
they're much more complex.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and it's way
Yeah.
more serious of a tone, so it's like,
Mhm.
yeah,
But that's also because, with Vox Machina, the plot was front and center. They had to free the city, they had to stop the dragons. With this one, the plot with the beacon is all in the background, so it's just the Mighty Nein interacting with each other about
mhm.
who they are and their thoughts and their feelings.
It's all about character
Yeah.
dynamics. And
They
stuff.
definitely-
Like,
Especially the intro
yeah.
season.
Mm-hmm.
They feel more like kind of like misfits. Like they're all very like flawed,
Mhm.
imperfect people. Like Vox Machina, the characters were interesting and they had flaws, but none of them burned down their family when they were younger. So
Yeah, yeah.
like yeah, none of them. They were all like pretty like heroic people.
Yeah, Vox Machina,
Well-
they were all just a bunch of losers that, stepped up. Mighty Nein, they're all just broken. And they come
Yeah.
together and they need each other.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, I also do. I do really like how slow the show started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
how,
I
like
think
the
it
heist.
definitely required a few episodes to get you introduced before the plot really kicked off.
yeah. Which, again, because it started off, and it started off with only focusing on 3 of them, only, Bo, Caleb, and Not, that left a lot of the rest of the episode to be about the plot, about Trent and the beacon and the... Yeah, this show is a lot more about, like, the politics of the bigger world, rather than Vox Machina, where it's, like, world-ending stakes.
Yeah.
I need to
I
watch
do
more so I
appreciate
can
that.
actually compare it.
Yeah, my
World
bad.
building is always great, and to see it happen in this show is very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's still the same world as Vox Machina too, so it all sort of interconnects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder how many people didn't know that. Probably most people watching
I
figured
feel
the
like
2
most
of them
people
were
would've,
connected.
yeah.
I mean, definitely the ones that are introduced to this based on this show alone.
Yeah. Yeah, and
I mean, it's the same. Yeah.
I was talking about this in another video, is that yeah, only big like anime and D&D fans watched, Critical Role, and then mostly Critical Role fans, but like a few normies watched Vox Machina. Mighty Nein, everybody's watching Mighty Nein right now. This is probably the most mainstream they've ever been.
I'm happy for it. I'm happy
yeah.
that more people are getting into it. It's really awesome.
I'm real happy about that as
Yeah.
well.
It's great.
Because even
They
if
also have that game.
the game,
Like, well, not Mighty Nein, but Critical Role also had that game
Like done-
release with
Daggerheart?
no, Dispatch.
Oh yeah.
They
They
collaborated
were
on with
collaborated
Dispatch, and that
Dispatch.
game is like popping off. So
I mean, yeah,
Critical
because a
Role is
bunch of
like,
them are God,
yeah,
it hurts because I remember putting in my resume to Ad Hoc Studios, and they wisely didn't take me. But
Well,
yeah, a bunch of them are in it. But
yeah, no, they're doing great.
Mhm.
Critical Role is great. I enjoy them.
Oh God, I love the Travis Willingham, the guy that voices Ford. He's the
Mhm.
CEO of Critical Role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the reason that happened was because when they realized, oh shit, this could actually be a business, we need somebody to go to the bank and get a business card, everybody else already said no.
Really?
Nobody wanted to
So
go and
that's
do
why
it.
he's the CEO.
Yeah, because nobody
Yeah.
could be bothered to go to the bank and get a card, and he was like, fuck, I guess
God
I'll do it.
damn.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that so much.
That's impressive. It's very impressive.
Yeah.
What an
Yeah.
origin story.
Well,
Let me think.
if you guys
Anybody?
hadn't have like actually saw the campaign, I would have asked you where you thought this was going.
I was
But since you have,
actually I
I
was
mean, I've
gonna
given
say.
a couple of predictions based on the fact that I haven't seen the campaign.
Hmm.
I would love to
I
hear
mean,
that.
I feel like there's been some changes already from the campaign, so I think
Oh yeah,
I can't, like, knowing the campaign, I think doesn't give you like a full
they said
idea of
in
where it's going.
their like their watch along or whatever. Their the Amazon Prime thing where they had all the castmates show up in segments. They talked about how they killed off a couple people in the circus act that
Yeah,
weren't necessarily dead.
Yeah.
They're changing a few things.
because they
So
would have
that's
never
cool.
come. They would have never come back in the show.
Yeah, it makes it more impactful.
Hmm.
Well, that's another thing I wanted to talk about. The whole fucking scene with the frog and everything. Fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Basically puppeting a corpse.
Yeah.
Fucked up, man.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember I totally forgot about this until like a week ago. I was rewatching a little bit from like the very beginning of the Mighty Nein, the campaign. And they make a reference to um like something about like an anglerfish to do with like the frog and having this, thing coming off of its head and luring people in. But it was just like an offhanded comment. It was just a reference. Like they never did anything like that in the actual campaign. And then I thought back to the show and I was like, oh fuck, they physically did that. Like they had the little girl be the little thing on the end of his tongue like an anglerfish.
Damn.
And I was like, there's
that's
no way
crazy.
that's a coincidence.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
they must have
I don't know
decided.
why. That was almost as disturbing to me as Caleb burning his family apart. Like,
Yeah, that was pretty
Eh.
fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was it's because it was like an innocent person
Yeah.
and they're just
yeah.
puppeting and you just feel bad for them.
Yeah.
For me, the burning the family down.
Oh, it was still the burning the family was
that
definitely
topped it.
worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What really got me with the scene where he burns his house down was when Frumpkin is scratching at the window
Yeah.
and you can see like the look on his face just change when he realizes what he just did.
Mm-hmm. It's not his parents, it's his cat that made him
Yeah.
It was a
Yeah,
good
I mean, I
cat.
feel like it was the parents too. Yeah, it was Frumpkin was a good cat, a very nice cat.
Yeah.
He saw through Trent at the very beginning when he scratched him. He was trying to say, "Don't trust
Yeah.
this fucker."
Oh
Yeah.
man,
Good
that hurts.
foreshadowing.
That hurts even more when you think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Frumpkin was
Damn.
like, don't.
Get this.
Don't.
Yeah. 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 I hope they hammer home the fact that he was indoctrinated. Because what the fuck, man? It would take a lot.
Yeah.
It would take so much for me to do that.
Yeah, we definitely need. Let me look at all the characters. I think it is season 1, so they're not going to give everything away, but we need
Like,
more on like every single character. Apart from Ford, to be honest, I don't think we need much from Ford before he was on the ship.
Maybe
I
just
would
like
like to see more with his captain because there was
I
like
would
a
like-
whole dynamic, like a parental dynamic between.
But
the
I get
two
what
of them.
I get what Jake's saying. To me, Ford is more about what that character will build into rather
Yeah.
than
Mhm.
what they've come from.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
I'd kind of like to see just Ford as a kid and like a flashback of Ford as a kid and like how he and him ending up on like a crew member on that ship.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I think we really need with Ford's backstory.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
But I don't know how
I
much
don't think we need.
I don't know how much we
Something.
need it. Like,
We don't.
Yeah.
I would like it.
yeah.
We don't need any backstory for Jester.
You know what? I don't think we need a season 2. Let's just
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's just call it quits.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get the next campaign animated. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I
I don't think
will-
anyone.
Michael.
Well, yeah. Honestly,
Sorry.
have
I don't
it
know.
covered.
I don't know if people want a Bell as Hell as animated series as much as they want Mighty Nine.
I mean, okay, Michael.
Is that one of the other campaigns?
Careful,
I've-
Michael.
Yeah.
Michael. Keep that shit to
Am I-
yourself.
Is he
I'm
about
not-
to spoil?
I know nothing about. I just said the name Bell as
Okay.
Hell's like not
Yeah.
a spoiler.
Yeah, okay, that's the adventuring party in the third campaign, but
Yeah, from what I've heard, it's the lesser of the popular ones.
yeah, it's definitely the it's the lesser of the three for sure. But I would
Because they're
still
already.
be interested
is
to see
Ford-
it animated.
Yeah. It's just that they're already doing this and and finishing off Vox Machina, so they shouldn't like do everything at once. Is just what I mean.
Yeah, because they've got 2 more seasons of Vox Machina, and I think season 4 comes out. I don't think there's a date yet, but it comes out early this year, I think.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
So, oh yeah, so we do need to because Ryan wants to watch that. So we're going to have to get our reactions up for all of that pretty soon. Fucking Carson, you want to be in on that?
For which what?
Vox
For
Machina.
I
The-
mean,
the other
I have
Critical
a
Role
lot
show.
to catch up.
We're gonna watch all the first 3 seasons before season 4 comes out.
We'll react to
I
them
could
on the
do that.
channel because Ryan needs to watch them.
Yeah, I'm up for that.
Okay.
Sick.
So
Sweet.
there's going to be 2 more seasons of Vox Machina. Mighty Nein will probably go for 5 or 6 seasons. If they are going to do campaign 3, I feel like they're going to do it like they're doing with this, where they're going to do like season 1 of campaign 3 like when they're on season 4 of Mighty Nein. They're going to have them like overlap a
Yeah.
little bit. But nothing
Yeah.
they haven't confirmed whether or not that's going to get an animated adaptation. It probably will. If they did the first 2, they're going to do the third.
I
How
mean,
many
yeah, this
campaigns do they have?
they're on their
4.
4th.
Ah, right on.
But the 4th takes place in a completely different world. Like there's Vox Machina, and then there's the Mighty Nein, which takes place on the same planet but 10 years after. Then there's the third campaign, which again, same planet but 20 years after. 20 years after Mighty Nein.
True.
So it's all in the same world, and then campaign 4 is completely different, like planet, completely different rules.
And campaign 4 isn't DM'd by Matt Mercer. It's done by Brendan Lee Mulligan.
Oh, okay. Is it still D&D based?
Yeah, it's still
Or-
Yeah.
D&D, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Anything else?
I think that's it
Good
for me.
show.
I've gotten
It's-
everything that I want
We've
to get out.
been talking for a while.
I don't know how long this video is gonna be. I'm gonna be shocked when I see.
Well, everyone, thank you for listening to our thoughts about the Sensual 7.
Hope this
Yeah.
clears up some things.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we
Oh.
actually did get to take the time to be a little more serious about the show a little bit.
Yeah.
But when we're watching it, we're just gonna joke around. That's just who we are.
Yeah, we're just gonna riff. Like we're gonna take it all in, but we're not gonna. Maybe if it was like only. I was thinking about this. Maybe if it was only like one of us reacting, and we could like pause it and then tell our like thoughts and opinions like into the microphone, then we would take it a bit more seriously. But when it's like 3 or 4 of us, we're just gonna joke with each other.
Yeah.
Not because we don't respect the show, because we don't respect each other.
Yeah. Fuck you, Jake.
Yeah, fuck you for falling asleep.
What
Phil.
I will
Fuck
say,
you for being an unlikable prick,
Who I-
Fuck
Jake.
you
I
for
really
spoiling stuff, Michael.
Fuck you, Carson.
Jake.
Carson, you're all right.
Hey guys.
You all right here,
Pretty okay.
Carson just got here. He hasn't done anything yet.
Carson, fuck you for not sleeping yet. I know it's sort of out of your control with insomnia, but
Yeah.
still fuck you anyway.
Phil, fuck you for
I'll
falling
sleep.
asleep. Carson, fuck you for being awake.
Yeah, let's switch positions here.
One thing I will say, who I hope watches this video, is Ryan, so that he can maybe learn something about the show that he
Ryan
watched.
will never watch this video. Why would you think he would?
Because he's not in it.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
there's no point of
I'm surprised he's even gonna watch Vox Machina.
Yeah.
Ryan doesn't even know you guys have a YouTube channel.
No, he doesn't even know our
Yeah.
names.
What's going on?
Who am I? All right. Thanks everybody for watching this.
Yeah, we'll see you in the next one. And whatever we do.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Mighty Nein is a
Bye.
good show.
Bye.
Nine.
Shout out to the
Oh,
one
shit,
person in
it's
the
a
comments who likes us.
Nine.
Woo!
9.